when the preaching was taking place, there was an audience with my heart. And that's the opposite of what I wanted, but I was listening, and something was going on. And as I got to know my father-in-law, my wife and I got married. As I got to know my father-in-law, I got to see that he's a normal person. You know, he's not what I thought a Christian was. And one day he handed me this book called Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and because he had established enough of a relationship with me, like he had built a relational bridge into my life, and then he brought the gospel over it.
Yeah.
He handed me this book, and I had no intention of reading it, but I took it. And I said, "Oh, thank you," politely took it. And then it sat on my night table for months and months and months. And then one night I couldn't sleep. And it was about 11:30, opened my eyes, saw this book sitting there, and I thought, oh, what's the harm in opening it up, you know? And so I opened it up, I started reading it, and I was instantly engaged. And I got about halfway through this book, and the scales fell off my eyes. And I became absolutely convinced in a moment that Jesus Christ is exactly who he says he is. And in that moment, all I knew is that I know nothing. I know that Jesus is Lord. I know that I'm a sinner. Other than that, I don't know anything. I got out of my bed. It's about 3:30 in the morning, went into my bathroom, fell down on the floor, and gave my life to Jesus Christ, asked him to forgive me for my sins. And my wife woke up the next morning to an entirely different person. And in some ways, this was kind of like the worst nightmare.
Well,